And we're live. What is going on, everybody? I'm your host, Nikki Smokes. You are listening to the Smoking Greens live stream. We got a little round one recap of the Masters. Tiger Woods, he's back
Yes,
on the pitch. He's
sir.
out there shooting under par. Bobby, like, what are your thoughts about Tiger Woods? First round in 17 months, and he goes out there and he shoots one under at Augusta.
I mean, could you ask for much more? Historically, I don't know if people know this or not. Tiger always starts pretty slow at the Masters on Thursday. He's
Yep.
always said you can't win the tournament on Thursday, but you can lose it on Thursday. So go out there, shoot a steady score. -1 is great. I mean, I was in awe. It was almost weird because when I watch golf tournaments, I'm usually so tuned into the field and everything going on. And after Tiger's round was done, I had to kind of catch up on what happened because I was so fucking locked into the GOAT. I mean, the hands are ridiculous. He was getting up and down from everywhere. Mistake on 8, which cost him the bogey. But I mean, the birdie on 6 was fucking electric. I tweeted about it and you thought I was subtweeting, but every time Tiger would birdie, my phone was blowing up and I was loving it. I would go through one by one and be like, let's go, let's go. But it was good, dude. It was a good day. Just good to see him out there and then cherry on top for him to shoot well.
Bro, I love that because my main persona is the Miami Dolphins. So like when we traded for Tyreek Hill, my phone is blowing up nonstop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love it. I love it. So I know exactly what you're talking about when it comes to Tiger Woods. And he put on a clinic for someone who hasn't played in that long, for him to play as well as he
Crazy.
did. I mean, it was fantastic. He got up and down. He only hit 9 greens in regulation, still shot one under. And then you got guys that have been playing all year, like JT going out there shooting +4. I mean, we gotta talk about that. Tiger Woods obviously gave this man the wrong answers to the test, bro. I mean, it makes no sense, bro. Tiger hasn't played in 17 months. He shoots -1. A guy like JT is shooting +4. Brooks Koepka +3. Brooks Koepka was -2 at one point.
Yep.
Augusta is talking its shit today, man.
Yeah, it's incredible, dude. It's a true like shot maker's golf course where you're traditionally just can't go out there and hit the same shot every time. You got to be creative. That's why Tiger's so damn good because he's the king of creativity. I mean, he hits these chip shots. He was playing the bump and run today, old man style. I fucking love to see that. I mean, it's just different ways to get around this place, and everyone's jealous that Tiger's kind of giving JT the secret sauce, but you can't do anything with it if you can't execute. I mean, you're not Tiger Woods.
Itself, that's what I'm saying. You're not Tiger, bro. You're not
Yes.
Tiger.
It's just, yeah, he's on a whole different level. I mean, it was amazing. I think he's exceeded most people's expectations, not mine. I know what Tiger Woods is coming to bring. I told you he wouldn't miss the cut. Anyone who took him to miss the cut's an idiot.
Whoa, let's not mush it now.
It's
Let's
okay.
not
He'll be
a mush.
fine. But I'm saying people thought he was going to come out. His over-under in Vegas was 74.5 today.
Damn.
Like, have some fucking respect. Have some fucking respect, people.
On Tiger's name. Bro, but he
Yeah.
did an excellent job at just saving par. I mean, there was a lot of holes that round where it was like, bro, what is he doing? What's wrong? Like, what's going on? He had 2 terrible drives and still managed to save some pars, bro.
Yeah, there was a couple times in the tee box where he hit a ball that it's like I've never seen a professional golfer hit one this bad. He kind of let like out a groan on one of them, and every kind of step along the way, you're kind of like, is he hurt? Is that not good? But I mean, like you said, he found a way to save all the pars. He's so creative, and I mean, you saw him at times with a smile on his face, which
Yes.
shows me that he's in decent spirits. He's in pain. You could tell he's in pain, but he's not like dying out there. He's still so happy to be there. I thought his post press conference was fine. I mean, he said he's sore. He said he's going to ice it down, but what do we expect? Me and you have been saying it all day. Get in the clubhouse, ice it down, and get back out there tomorrow.
Yep. Hey, all we need is a solid round tomorrow. We'll cash Tiger Woods to make the cut, and we'll be buzzing. And I'm an absolute lick. I mean, we brought up the make or miss cut, so I have to bring up my first round bets. I tell myself every single tournament, I'm not going to bet first round. I'm not going to bet round to round matchups. So what do? I get suckered in and I bet them like an absolute loser. Justin Rose, honestly, nothing against you personally as the man, but as the golfer you were today, I would piss on you. If I walked down the street and you were burning on fire, I would have to piss on you. I'm sorry. It was that bad. Gary Woodland was literally leading you in so we could cash out. You could have tied it, but no, you bogey 17, you bogey 11, 12. I mean, you just bogeyed everything, missed 5-foot putts. Absolutely disgusting. And then Bubba Watson. Doesn't even play that bad of a round. But this is why I hate the round and round matchups, because if they have one double bogey, it comes back and it gets you every time. He shot +1. Webb Simpson shot -1. Webb Simpson, by the way, I don't think he bogeyed. He might have bogeyed one hole, but he was pretty much bogey free the entire round. Absolutely disgusting. And I have to own up to being a lick. I only bet that because you said Paul Casey withdrew. So I'm thinking, all right, like English guy, injury, like Webb Simpson. All these guys have been hurt. So I'm just like looking for the last guy that withdrew. I'm like, oh, it was Webb Simpson. So I bet it thinking I'm either going to get like a finesse cash or a finesse push, and I'll just get my credit back. I paid the price. I paid the piper. I paid the price, and here I am, down money, probably down 270 because JT wants to go out and shoot a +4. Does JT have any life at making the top 20? Is he even going to make the cut?
I mean, that's what matters. If he can make the cut, I think he can obviously make the top 20. So tomorrow's going to be all about make the cut, make the cut. I think it's possible. He's fighting an uphill battle. Didn't do himself any favors today. But I thought it was so funny. You texted us and you were like, I need help putting the voodoo on Webb. And like, I'm not really paying attention to Webb Simpson at that point. I don't have any action on him. And as soon as you sent that, I'm watching and he was just butter with the putter, dude. Butter. Didn't miss. Everything was a 2-putt. And I was like, fuck, dude, that sucks. Butter. But you want to talk about bad beats. I mean, you talked about the double bogey will fuck everything up. The Cam Smith double bogey on 18 will haunt me, bro. I mean, for one, he started off with a double bogey to start his round. So right then and there, I'm thinking, okay, this guy's dead. No shot, no life. He battles it all the way back to -6. He's -6 through 17. If he gets in the clubhouse at -6, he'd be the first round leader. Hell, I would have even took the bogey. I'll split it halfway. Let me cash out some of this money. But what does he do? He hits a tee shot so bad it hits a tree, leaves him way back, chips out, and then he's like 100 yards out. And I'm thinking, who would I rather have from 100 yards to get up and down than Cam fucking Smith? Well, not on that one. He left himself a 30-foot putt, blew that by 20 feet. Next thing you know, you got a double bogey and you got not a first-round lead, bro. It sucked. I thought I was in the bag with that one.
I know you have a bad taste in your mouth. He obviously blew it on 18, which blew your outright ticket, which, by the way, would have been your second outright cash in a week. So you would have been buzzing. You're probably still buzzing. I know you are.
Still buzzing.
But who had the most impressive round today? Now, we could start with Sungjae Im. Obviously, he's the leader after one. But do I really think Sungjae Im's going to go wire to wire? Absolutely not. So who do you think put themselves in their best position to win after today? Personally, I would go DJ. I think he played really good golf today.
Great.
For him to be up there at -3, the putter was working. I know he birdied late either on 17 or 18, which, by the way, 18 played a lot harder than I anticipated. Everyone was struggling on 18. But I think DJ really set himself up nice. And also, I mean, if you have Patrick Cantlay at -2, you can't go wrong with that. But I just think he got screwed. I think Cam Smith was the best golfer on the golf course, and I think he will be on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just point straight away to who I thought played the best today, I think it was definitely Cam Smith. I mean, he was so good with the irons, but I'm not going to give that answer, obviously, because I'm all over him and I've been talking about him all week. I think what Neiman did today was so impressive.
Yep.
I mean, he had the gallery 30 deep all day. That eagle he made on number 9 was fucking incredible. And he's good, dude. He pounds the ball. He only weighs like 160 pounds soaking wet, so I don't understand how he hits it so well. But I thought Neiman played incredible today. And then another guy, Corey Connors, I don't know what it is about him. He flashes in the Masters every year. I think he's got 3 back-to-back top 20s or top 10s or something. And it's like he's not even that successful of a golfer. Like he's all right. He kind of buzzes around. He doesn't win. But it gets to Augusta, and for some reason, Corey Connors always puts on a show. So that's cool to see. We'll see where he finishes up for sure.
Did anyone surprise you today? I'm going through the leaderboard right now. Like Kevin Na, that's surprising to me considering the fact I can't tell you the last time he's played a complete round of golf. And then there was one more.
The biggest one's got to be Harry Higgs.
Harold Varner, -1 at the Masters. I'm used to seeing that at like the Honda Classic or
the Saudi Masters. Open in Dubai.
I mean, he's up there, bro. Yeah, Dubai. He won in the Saudi League or whatever the hell that was. Was that a Saudi tournament?
It's considered the DP World Tour, so that's where they're playing over in Saudi, but it's not the league, whatever. But
Okay.
yeah, dude, Varner's the man. I feel like he's an easy guy to root for. Everyone loves him. I think he had a stretch where he went eagle, birdie, birdie, and I mean that was electric. But the biggest shock of them all, without a doubt in my mind, is Harry Higgs. I mean, when you see Harry Higgs on top of the leaderboard, and then I mean he finished the day -1, tied for 10th, so that's a great round. You
Yep.
see the big fucking jolly guy out there. All I can think about is him taking the shirt off at the Waste Management. So
Classic.
seeing him flash up there was pretty crazy. But I mean, I was more surprised with some of the guys that shot bad.
Oh my
But
God. Let's go into that, Bobby. Who
I
caught you
mean,
by surprise by just playing like absolute ass? I got 5 guys, but the floor is yours, brother.
yeah. I mean, there's a ton of guys we can go into. I'll start it off with John Rahm. I mean, I don't know why I keep thinking that John Rahm's gonna go back to his old self. My brain is fucking broken. I see John
Shout
Rahm, I
out.
think amazing golfer, but like he can't get it together. The guy isn't chipping well. He's not putting well. I mean, he damn near, I don't know if you saw it, but he almost hit Dustin Johnson with a golf ball earlier.
What?
He had a really bad tee shot and it landed like right next to him. And for whatever reason, the group on the ground that almost got hit thought it was Cantlay, which I thought was funny because they were probably just like, yeah, it was probably fucking Cantlay, that loser. But yeah, Rahm played bad. Obviously, our fucking guy, Justin Thomas, we talked about him. He played like shit today. I don't know. Who do you got? I know you said you had 5.
Well, I got to start with Brooks just because I have him to win outright. But, bro, he goes into the turn -2
Yep.
and bogeys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 9 holes on the back. That's just absolutely unacceptable. I don't expect that from him at all,
Nope.
especially in a major. So that made me sick to my stomach. Morikawa actually didn't have too bad of a day. +1 is not a terrible score. Who else did I have here? He really pissed me off. You already said Rahm. Spieth shot +2, but I faded him, so that's fine. Adam Scott. I don't think he played as bad as his score represents. I watched
Agreed.
every single one of his shots, every single one of his putts. He must have missed 5 to 6 putts by like the inch. Yeah, literally, like by that much. It was unbelievable. I think he's gonna have a monstrous day tomorrow. I will be absolutely slamming him
Yeah.
in the round 2 matchup. I don't care who they pair him up with. It could be Tiger Woods. I really don't care. So that pissed me off. And then Louis Oosthuizen to shoot +4. I faded him, but I didn't
It was
expect that at
gross.
all. That was pretty bad. And then the last one that kind of caught me by surprise was no. Dude, I can't even say like +2 is bad though, you know?
Yeah, it's not the best. You're still kind of in position, but you're not out of it for sure.
And we already talked about it earlier, but JT, I mean, I can't get over the fact JT shot +4. I mean, that makes me sick to my stomach.
And
He
it's
did
hard to
himself
even
no favors.
like I don't think I saw him hit a golf shot today. I
Not
don't know if
one.
you did. I had it on, like I had the main broadcast on one and then the featured with Tiger on the other. And like I didn't see JT hit a single shot today. And then when he finishes +4, it's like I don't even know what happened. I have to
Right.
the Masters app is the best thing ever, so I'll go back and watch a few of his shots.
Let's talk
Um,
about that app, man. That app is butter.
it's so good. I mean,
I've never seen anything like that.
there's not many times where you could just go back, pull up the scorecard, and be like, "Yo, he made a bogey on 6. Let me click on that." And just watch every shot. It takes about a fucking 30 seconds, and all of a sudden, you actually saw all the shots, which is so much more important than just seeing the stupid little shot tracker that's usually wrong, anyways.
Especially from a betting standpoint too, because you're like,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
look, like he bogeyed this, but realistically, if he plays
got
this hole
fucked.
10 times, that's not going to happen again. And that's what
It,
I look for a lot when I do these round-to-round matchups, which is why I usually like round 2 better. I'll look
yep.
for a guy that had a bunch of bogeys, and I'll be like, okay, was it that he was just playing freaking terrible, or is it kind of like some fluke stuff that went down? So definitely something to look out for. JT has to have a big day, or he's going to be kicking rocks. And
Yeah.
it's JT needs to have a big day, and obviously Brooks needs to have a gigantic day, or I'm absolutely freaking screwed. But who do you think is going to have the biggest day for tomorrow?
I wrote it down. I said I wanted to back Tyrrell Hatton.
Wow.
Hatton played mad good today. He gained 5.6 strokes off the tee, or from tee to green, I mean. So he played unbelievable up until he got to the greens. He lost 3.3 strokes putting, which is hard to do in one round of golf. So usually when a guy has a putting round that bad, you expect him to kind of bounce back and level it out. So Hatton's a guy I'm looking to back. And then on the other side of that answer is a guy I'm looking to fade for the exact same reason. He
Wow.
put his absolute dick off. You're not going to putt back-to-back days like that at Augusta. It's just not going to happen. So I want to see what numbers kind of get hung out there, but those are two guys at least that I've written down that I'm looking to target.
Yo, Tiger's putter was magnificent today. Like he didn't lose a beat on the greens, man. It was unbelievable. But what happened on 6? I mean, that was a pretty bad miss from 50 yards for a guy like Tiger Woods. What'd you see?
On which hole?
It was 6. Or did he? No,
6
8.
was the one he made the birdie.
8.
Oh,
8.
8. Yeah. So he had the bad miss, which that was the first one where he kind of like winced in pain. But then he hit that crazy shot from the pine straw, which I'm like, okay, he's all the way back. He's going to get up and down again. And he tried to do that bump and run, but like it was on a downslope. So that was the one shot of the day where I was like, that didn't make any sense because it just rolled past the hole. And it's like, it was always going to roll past the hole. Why don't you take a wedge, put a little spin, or just get it in the air a little so it stops? That was his big mistake. And then obviously he missed the putt coming back to make bogey. So I think if he could have one shot back, that'd be the one he'd take. But other than that, I mean, not too many things to complain about in my mind.
He got robbed on the birdie
5th.
attempt on 5th. And then he got one on 6, bogeyed 8, and then he got robbed again. I don't know if you could call it got robbed, but it was a putt he should have made. It was only 10 feet. It was dead straight, dead center. And
is it the one he left short?
Yeah, no, it was like to the right of the cup by like a couple inches.
Yeah, I mean, I thought if you would have told me after watching that he shot -3 today, I would have believed you. I thought he hit it well enough, or at least kind of played well enough, caught some bad breaks to have shot -3. But like I said, I'm happy where I'm at with him. I do have to shit on one guy right now because this guy's an absolute fucking clown on the golf course. His swing is ridiculous looking. He does nothing. He had to take a mental health break. He should take another one because he should just be getting bullied by everyone. It's Matthew Wolff. He snapped a club on the 4th hole today. It's like, you're at Augusta. Have some fucking respect for the course, 1. 2, the shit is hard. Like, it's a hard – everyone's, like, not playing well at certain points. If your mentality is going to be, oh, I'm all mad, I'm going to snap a club, you're not going to shoot well. And that's why he went out and shot a +9 today. This dude got beat by a bunch of, like, the 80-year-old guys who are just here because they won a green jacket in the past. I mean, that's embarrassing. Yep. And 2 years ago, he was up there with, like, Hovland and Morikawa and those guys. And now this guy's just a complete crumb. So I used to like him. Fuck Matt Wolff from here on out. No respect for the guy.
Yeah, I said on Twitter, you could call him a mental midget. I mean, to snap your club 4 holes in, it like that's what it is, bro. And to that one kid who's like, I'd love to see you play golf. Bro, I know I'm ass. I know I suck. We're all amateurs. We all suck, but I'm not breaking my club on the 4th hole. Of course, I've broken a club. We've all been there, but you don't do that 4 holes in on Augusta. I mean, you can't be defeated like that already 4 holes in. So would not surprise me if he goes out there and shoots +16 tomorrow.
Yeah. And my boy Colby just texted me. My boy Colby just texted me and reminded me he hit a putt from a bunker today. He was in like the middle of a bunker and he hit a putt out of there. It's just like, how rattled can one guy be? He's a loser. Another guy that like I'm starting really not to like, I can't enjoy watching him play golf, is Jordan Spieth. He whines and cries and complains. Like, I'm all for if you want to express yourself, get mad, talk. But when it comes off as a whine, like every time, it just really bothers me. It seems like he's making excuses and trying to blame other people outside of just like, yo, your golf game's not great right now. That stupid practice swing that you do looks absolutely ridiculous. It's gross. It's gross. And just watching him play right now is kind of making me – it makes me feel like I'm getting worse at golf when I watch Jordan Spieth play right now.
I'm crying. Well, Tiger's up there. He's top 10. Obviously, you love Tiger more than you love yourself. I don't even know if I should ask you this question. Can he win this thing?
I've been saying it all week, brother. He can obviously win this thing. He showed he could win this thing today. And when it gets down, like this is what happens at the Masters. Thursday's fine. Everyone goes out. Their first time out there. You shoot kind of what you shoot. As the days keep going, that pressure keeps mounting. The course firms up. The course gets harder. We're supposed to have wind. So, like, some of these guys that shot a good round, they're a flash in the pan, dude. This is a marathon. You got to stay the course. Like I said, Matthew Wolff breaking clubs after hole 4. That's such a bad mentality. In the Masters, you're always in it. I mean, how many guys put a fucking ball into the water on 13 today? It seemed like everyone and their mom did it. Morikawa did it. He somehow saved a par. Brooks did it. He made a bogey. It's just like at this golf course, really anything can happen. And that's why anybody that's in that range that has kind of that pedigree that's been there before, I think those are guys you should try and look to back if you're looking to kind of jump in live on anyone. Some people like the Morikawas of the world, or the people that are around even to +1, you can get some decent numbers on them. And as long as they make the cut, they're going to be in contention.
What do you think the cut line's going to be? I'm looking at it now. I would
It's always
say
plus
probably
something.
+2.
I mean, it would be at +2 right now. And I think that tomorrow is supposed to play a little harder because it's supposed to be windy. So I would say probably +3, +4. I think it goes up a little bit.
The biggest thing for me, just watching the entire tournament today, I didn't miss a single shot. I literally sat on the couch, did nothing, watched the Masters. I know you were at quote unquote work, but you weren't really working. The only thing you were working on is fucking getting the tweets out there, letting everyone know that Tiger's back, as you should be. My biggest takeaway is just watching these guys nail the green, and then all of a sudden this ball just rolls 25 yards off the green, and next thing you know, you're trying to chip up and get up and down. It's unbelievable. And Rory was crying about the Arnold Palmer, right? However long he's like, oh, we're hitting good shots and not being rewarded. At the Masters, no, like that's actually hitting good shots and not being rewarded. These guys are getting absolutely manhandled when they're throwing dots on the green. But I love it, bro. I think it makes this tournament so much better.
I mean, on 18, just the last group, I think it was Spieth. The announcer literally, he hits a wedge shot in there, and the announcer's like, oh, what a great shot. It lands 2 feet from the hole. It spun fucking 40 feet away. He was like, oh, maybe not so fast. So, yeah, it's crazy. The conditions change so fast. Like, as soon as it firms out a little bit, it's a whole different shot into those greens. So it is the best. And like you said, yeah, dude, the rain delay today might have been a little bit of a blessing for me because I was able to get in, look at work, say, what needs to be done today? Pounded that out in an hour, and then I was just sitting there moving the mouse around. I told you guys last year, I was back in the office. I'm working from home now, but I was in the office. I mean, I faked the COVID. I told my boss I had COVID just so I could be at home watching the Masters. So I'm not playing any games about this shit. I'm going to watch every shot, and I'm going to be there, be locked in, getting the tweets out like you said.
Oh, my gosh. I might have to call in and say I have strep because COVID might put me out for 2 weeks, but strep throat could get me out for like 5 days, right?
Yeah.
Strep throat should work. I think I'm going to go strep throat. I'm going to go strep throat.
The only problem is you work at a golf course and they're all going to know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to be like, yeah, right.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Fucking let me know what Tiger shot.
Yeah.
But I get out at 1 o'clock. So Tiger doesn't
bad.
even tee off till 1:30.
Yeah, especially on the weekend. You'll see everybody. You'll be fine.
And if I'm a starter, I'm feeling like a lot of people won't want to play during the Masters, so I might be able to just sit there and watch it right on my phone anyway. So I'll show up to work. I'll make a couple extra bucks. Why not? I'm gonna have to because
I was gonna say you might need them.
Wipe all my money out of my bank account.
Yeah, you might need them, bro.
Here, let's have some fun real quick. I'm gonna read through all my bets that I have, which is like 20. But we're going to go rapid fire, and you're just going to tell me dead or alive. The bet's either completely dead or it has life. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
Let's start with my outrights. Brooks.
Life.
Wow. JT.
Life.
To win?
Yes.
Yo, I love you. You got optimism. Sam Burns.
What did he shoot today?
+3.
I would say dead. He's a debutant. He's not going to – he maybe makes the cut. Yeah, I had to slip it in. But no, Burns is dead.
How about this one? T. Woods.
Way alive.
Yeah, son. Top 20, Neiman.
Definitely alive. Looking good, too.
Brooks.
I mean, as long as he makes the cut, it's alive. So tomorrow's a big day.
I put JT, but I already put in parentheses, all caps, loser. I already put that one as dead.
That's the reverse for you.
Xander.
Xander always
that's a personal beef you have with him. You don't like Xander.
I don't like betting on Xander to win golf tournaments because I don't think he could win. But, like, I think he always finishes in the top 20. I have a top 20 ticket on him as well. And
so it's
not looking great, but it's just like, yeah, it's alive. It's definitely not in the best spot, but it's alive.
Rom, top 10.
Alive.
Dude, you got to tell me it's dead.
I'm not. Do you want me to reverse? Do you want me to tell you the truth? I don't know. I'm honest.
You're telling me the truth right now.
Yeah, I'm being
So
honest.
you're saying I'm just being a Thursday round one bitch.
I'm used to it by now. That's how you
See,
are on
now
Thursdays.
you get it. This is my tradition. Round one goes. I lose my round one matchups. Then I think I lose my tournament matchups. I forget it's round one. And then I'm going to text Bobby Sunday night, yo, I actually won. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, and then like on Saturday, you and Della will have some like secret play that you guys are texting about all day that no one else knows that cashes. I've seen the story. I know how it works.
All right, tournament matchups. We'll just do rapid fire. Scott over Fee now.
Yeah, Scott's coming back with a vengeance tomorrow, baby.
All right, love it.
Tony's a crumb.
Burns Burger.
That's not in great shape.
Agreed. Woods over Reed. I don't even know what Reed shot.
He shot +2. I love it.
Bryson Decky. Dead.
Dead.
Zalatoris over Ooze.
Love it.
Love.
You'll catch that one.
Don't say that word. Say you love it.
Love it.
Cantley over Spieth still?
Yeah.
Tiger Woods to make the cut?
Oh, yeah.
We got life.
Tons of life, bro.
We got life. Bobby's got so much optimism. I love it.
I just seen it happen. My biggest bet that I made was Tiger Woods to make the cut. I made it last night laying in bed. I was like, how do I not have enough money on this? So that's looking good. Bryson to miss the cut. That's obviously looking good. Outrights, I have Scotty, Cam, and Tiger. So I'm feeling pretty good about those.
Yeah,
I didn't really look because that's how I am, dude. I don't really check the matchups until like Friday because I feel like it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. But I have Connors in a matchup. He's playing great. Cam Young played terrible, and I have Luke List over him, so I love that. Answer over Paul Casey. I hope my bookie cashes that as a win for some reason instead of a push. And then I have a bunch of the ones that you had, to be honest. So I think we're in solid shape. My top 20s, I have Xander, Brooks, Scott, and Luke List. Luke List is dead, but he was never alive, so I don't even know why I bet it. And Scott's coming back. I feel good about Adam Scott tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, let's give the people some value. When you wake up tomorrow, God willing, I think you will, and you log in to your sports book at precisely 6 a.m. before you brush your teeth, and you see odds to win the Masters.
Yep.
Who are you going to either start an investment with or add on to for an outright winner?
Okay, I got a guy, and I think the way he plays golf is just perfect for Augusta. I don't know if he could win, so I think it's more of like I might throw a top 10 on him. But Matt Fitzpatrick is like the perfect golfer. The only problem is he doesn't hit it far enough. He's like a little freaking twig up there. But he is just Mr. Consistency. Fairway, green, two-putt. Fairway, green, two-putt. I think he made 2 birdies today and a bogey, but I love Fitzpatrick's game. I think it's so consistent. So I don't know about to win, but I think I'm going to definitely add a top 10 on Fitzpatrick.
You could get live top 10s?
Yeah, I'm looking at DraftKings right now.
Oh, that must be nice to have legal sports betting.
Yeah.
What's that? What's that line, Fitzpatrick?
Fitzpatrick to top 10 is +350.
That's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's not bad at all.
What about top 20? Is that
they don't have 20s? No, just top 10s and top 5s.
That's not bad at all. I'd take that all day.
I think Dustin's a guy you got to look at because look what he did last year. I forgot to mention the year he won, 2020, the fake year. The exact same 3 guys were the first round leaders in a different order, but kind of weird. Usually when Dustin gets off to a start like that, he might just kind of run away and never look back. So Dustin's going to be a guy I keep my eye on. His number's obviously going to suck because he's won here before and he's Dustin Johnson, but definitely something to keep an eye on.
I like that. Well, I'm probably going to tail you on that DJ ticket, and I haven't had it yet, so I'm also going to throw on a Cam Smith ticket as well. Got to get me some mullet, man. Sorry, I might just tail all your outright tickets. Scotty Scheffler looked too good. Smith looked too good. DJ looked good. But Patrick Cantley just lurking there at -2. I think
that's a good shout.
He's got to be hungry. Low-key, stone cold killer.
Yep.
Don't be
Another one of those
surprised.
guys that just kind of puts his head down and plays. Well, slowly. He puts his head down and plays slowly, but he plays and he plays well. So I think Cantlay is definitely live. That's definitely a good shout there. Danny Willett, he won't be in the top 20 tomorrow. I can't wait to see his name gone. He's one of
Cockcrack
the
gone.
one of the fakest Masters winners ever. Yeah, Cockcrack gone. Somebody like these guys at the top that just flashed, they're not going to survive. Maybe they shoot all right tomorrow, but when it gets to the weekend, it's a whole different game.
Give me one dark horse who's either let's get out of the top 10, outside of the top 10 that you think has legitimate chance at either winning or placing in the top 5.
Okay, let me just look. I'm just looking at some guys real quick. Hovland kind of catches my eye. I feel like he always just like ends up shooting well when no one even remembers he's playing. But no, I think there's going to be one of these guys that are +2 or +3 that are going to make the cut and they're going to go on to make like top 10. I just got to figure out which one it is because either like Xander, Brooks, JT, one of those guys is going to make a push tomorrow, make the cut and get in. I'm banking on it to be Brooks. I think Brooks just putt way too bad today. He still hit it decent. So give me Brooks. Out of that group, I would take Brooks to finish in the top 10 still.
Did you know that Rory McIlroy played golf today?
Yeah, right.
I don't
like the
think
last
I
group
saw
out,
him
too.
hit a single shot on any golf coverage. I don't think I saw one shot.
Yeah, the coverage was a little weird. I thought that they were very Tiger centric, obviously, which I love. But it's you obviously lose kind of a lot in the mix from that. Like you're missing
Yep.
other guys' shots that you would normally get. Which for me, I'm totally fine with that. I wouldn't have it any other way. But when you are kind of looking back on the round, it's like, oh shit, I didn't really see this guy play golf at all today.
Yep. No, I hear you. So the guy for me that's kind of outside of that range that I think has life. I don't want to say Colin Morikawa because his putter is so suspect, but if he gets it going, he's obviously an issue. You already said Brooks, so I don't want to say that, dude. I don't know
Just say your boy Adam Scott. Let's just ride the Scott train.
Let's ride the Scott train. I'll go with Adam Scott.
Putter, the stupid broom putter that it just looks disgusting. But
He
Adam
got
Scott
robbed today.
He wears 50 shades of beige too. This man pulls off more khaki clothes than anyone I've ever seen. He took a khaki jacket off, and underneath it, he was wearing a khaki sweater vest over a khaki polo. Like he tripled down on it. All respect to him. He's a weird guy, but he's gonna get it done.
We'll wrap it up with this Tiger shirt today. 10 out of 10. That thing would sell out in 5 minutes, and I would wear that thing tomorrow. Would you be able to pull that off?
No, I couldn't pull it off. I don't have what it takes to look like Tiger. I don't have the swag out there. I wish I could pull it off. I'd buy one and just frame it in my house or something like that.
You see Tiger walking off 18. Were you crying?
Not yet. Closer to when he teed off at 1. But then he hit a bad tee shot, so it was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
It wasn't even that bad.
It ended up being okay. Yeah, it was sketchy. They ended up ruling it in the fairway because I saw there was a bet like, will Tiger hit the fairway on 1? And it ended up counting as a fairway.
No way.
Yeah, a bunch of the foreplay guys had that. And they initially ruled it no, and they actually reverse ruled it, which is sick.
Wow. Well, good for them.
Yeah, you usually don't get that break. And what degenerates to bet fairways. I'd lose all my money sitting there all day betting fairways.
I'd be broke. I'm glad the book doesn't have it. But with that, there goes round 1. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap. We're gonna need you guys to comment some topics that you guys want to hear after the round, during the round, so we could talk about it after. For tomorrow, we'll be doing this every single day, probably around the same time until the cut line happens on after Friday. So it might be at 7 on Saturday and Sunday, depending on when they start and all that other good stuff. But you guys will be seeing us every single day after each round. So comment us, DM us, whatever you got to do. Send us some topics, send us some questions, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace. Are you in here still, Smoke? Are we still live? All right. Well, I don't know if we're still live.
Still live.
Let's say, are we still live?